What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of ShakLyfe Adventures. Today we are going to be doing the McKenzie River Trail in Oregon, between Salem and Bend. I got all my backpacking gear here. Not quite sure how many days I'm going to go out, probably a night or two. I got enough food for at least 3 nights, but we can see the van over here in this cute little parking lot. Saw some glass on the ground, which isn't encouraging, but hopefully that doesn't happen to me. So let's get going here and see how it goes. I think it's about a 25-mile trail. We'll see how many miles we do. Hopefully the mosquitoes aren't too bad, but let's go see how it is. Peace. Quick little gear check here. Of course we have on the Rab sun hoodie. Got to keep your neck protected. Always key, especially in these summer months. We got the new Burton hat here. Pretty nice, except this little thing in the back. I don't know where to put it, but can't take it back there. We got these Solomon shoes, of course. I've been loving these things. Darn tough socks. Must have. Some Amazon shorts. Who cares? And then we have the Thermarest Z-Lite over there. Been rocking that thing for a couple years. We have a big Agnes chair. And then, of course, the Osprey pack. Patented toilet paper holder there. I've been sick lately, so that nose stays running. So we'll have that on deck. Unfortunately, burned areas are quite common out west. So hopefully it started to heal up and trees have started to regrow a little bit up here. But there was a fire in 2017, I believe, that knocked out a good amount of trees out in this area. Alright, mile 1 is done. It was a 22-minute mile. And I just found out that the first 10 miles or so are straight downhill, about 1,500 feet elevation dropped. So on the way back, we'll have to go up 1,500 feet. So that should be fun tomorrow or the next day. But we just passed our first person on the trail. So it's very sparsely populated out here. Not many folks. But let's enjoy the quiet out here. Alright, so we made it to the first pit stop here. Clear Lake. Let's go check it out. Alright, so we have made it to Great Springs, and it looks like this is what actually feeds Clear Lake. There's a little creek that leads from here down to the lake, and it is quite blue, quite beautiful. I'll probably dip in it on 2 days from now on our way back. But we're trying to get some miles in today. It's 5 o'clock, so it's later in the day. So let's get rolling. Came across this cool little viewpoint here. Almost at mile 2 here, and we've been running through these lava fields for a little bit, and they're rough on the ankles, that's for sure. But with views like this, it is quite worth the ankle breakage. But let's continue on. I think the first campground is up there in that left corner of the lake. We'll check it out. It's at mile 3.4. It is almost 6 o'clock now. So we'll see if we make it there or we go farther, just depending on how we're feeling. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're at mile 2, and that was a 28-minute mile. I was just turned a corner and a snake zoomed across the trail, so hopefully he goes on his way and we shall go on ours. Alright. Alright, I thought the first couple lava fields were pretty big, but check this one out. Stretches way down there. Goes behind this tree, it looks like. A good quarter of a mile or so. Hopefully I don't twist my ankle. Fingers crossed. Alright, we are at mile 3. That was a 28-minute mile, and we just passed Clear Lake Campground. It looks rather crowded right now, so we're going to continue on to the next one, see if it's a little more empty, and then we'll set up camp. But I'm about to bust into this bag of cherries and enjoy my summertime snack. Let me know what your favorite summertime snack is in the comments. Peace. Some of these trees out here are absolutely massive. I'm glad these did not burn down. Now that I think about it, I have not passed a burn area yet, so that sign was a little preemptive. But we're about to cross the road here and then head to Ice Cap Campground. And hopefully there's some spots there because it's starting to get late. It's 7 p.m. now. So let's cross our fingers and scurry on down there. Alright, all of a good road crossing, or as I like to call it, the game of Frogger. We are clear. Wow, that water is ripping. If you fell in there, you would not last very long. Woo! I bet it's cold too. Alright, so I've been looking for somewhere to fill my waters up because I filled them both up with energy drink, and I don't want caffeine at 8 p.m. or whatever time it is. So I'm going to dump those out and then refill my water right here. Hopefully I do not fall in. Alright, so we were able to fill up our water without falling in. That is always good in my book. When I first went to squeeze my Sawyer squeeze, no water was coming out. And it's been about 2 years since I've used that thing, so I thought it needed a backflow. But turns out it just needed a little bit of extra motivation. So I was able to fill up my water, no problems. And now we are trying to find a spot to camp. I came across this cool little spot right on the other side of that bridge, right next to the water. We're gonna go about a half mile farther, see if we see anything we like better, and if not, we'll come back here. Alright, so I didn't go much farther before I decided to turn around and head back to that spot. So hopefully no one's taken it. I don't think anyone has, not many people out here. But let's go set up camp and get some food going. Alright. Alright, we are at mile 4, and we are almost back to the campsite. And here it is, drumroll please. Campsite for the night. Nice. Get things set up and start making some dinner. Alright, so it's been a minute since I've set up my tent and everything. So let's see how fast we can do it. Alright, so we got camp set up. Got some water boiling over here. Cute little Big Agnes chair, Big Agnes sleep tent. Take a peek in there, see what's going on. Haven't set up in there yet, but we'll do that soon. What is on the menu tonight, you ask? Lasagna. Lasagna. Let's check out this lasagna, see how it's looking. Ooh, looks like backpacker meal special lasagna. It needs to be mixed around a little bit more, but hopefully it's not horrible. Alright, so it's time to climb up in the tent. It's about 9 p.m. It'll be dark in about an hour, honestly. But I'm ready to climb up inside. It's getting a little chilly, so get in the sleeping bag and start getting ready for bed. Good morning. So just had some breakfast and gonna start tearing down camp now. Honestly, the mosquitoes aren't as bad as I was expecting. I've only had one that was bugging me all morning. Finally took care of them. But let's start busting down camp and get on our way. Of course, I forgot my ground clock in my tent, so hopefully there's no holes in the bottom of it. But we'll be able to clean it off once we get that shit down. Alright, we're packed up and ready to rumble, so let's go. Alright, so our goal for today is to get to at least the blue pool, which is about 3.5 miles from where I camped. Hopefully the water's warm enough to swim in, but I'm not very hopeful for that. Let's go. Alright, so we made it to the top side of ShakLyfe Falls, and those of you that ski at Mount Hood Meadows will recognize the name from the dining hall. Well, let's check it out. This is the side of ShakLyfe Falls. Yeah, look. The best part about all the waterfalls and how loud the water is that I don't have to hear this awful creak on my backpack 24/7. It's almost like Chinese water torture. Go to listen. Creak, 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 creak. This looks to be the biggest of all the falls. That water's pouring down. Alright, so we've finally done 1 mile. That's a 32-minute mile. A little bit slow because I was taking pictures and videos of this beautiful ShakLyfe Falls. So let's continue on here. I think there's another waterfall pretty close by before we get to the blue pool, so let's head on out. This tree looks like it's straight out of Final Destination. Do I go under it? Do I go around it? Do I go over it? Let's see. Don't fall on me, please. Thank you, sir. Alright, mile dos done. It's a 23-minute mile. We were cooking there. We're almost to the blue pool, I believe. So I'm going to grab a snack in a second, and then we're going to keep on going. Alright, so that is mile 3. That was a 22-minute mile. We are zooming. We have left the water and we are just hiking through the woods right now. Can't hear any cars. Heard a plane a minute ago, so it's pretty quiet, but I do hear that squeaking. That squeaking is just getting in there, getting in my brain. I don't really think I need a bear bell just because my backpack is so loud. So that's one advantage of having a annoying ass backpack. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the pool, I believe. Alright, mile 4. It's a 24-minute mile. We're still not to the blue pool yet. I believe we are getting close. Very, very close. Maybe half mile or so. So we will see you there. Peace. Alright, so we're at mile 5 now. We've made it to the blue pool. It was a 32-minute mile because I had to scramble around to try to find the trail down to the pool. So we're gonna loop around here, go down to the pool, down where those folks are. See how cold it is. Alright guys, so we were able to make it back to the van last night. I loved the blue pool. The water was absolutely freezing. You jumped in and just scrambled to get out, honestly. But it was still enjoyable and a great way to spend a warm afternoon here in Oregon. And luckily I was able to catch a ride with a fellow bather, Willow, and instead of having to hike back to my van 12 miles, we hiked to her car, which was only 4, and she took me back to my van, which was very nice of her. And then after that, we drove up here to this beautiful ridge and made some dinner and had a nice fire while watching the sunset. Alright, until next time, peace.